Today we are reacting to a 50-50 login requested by Neff. Comment down below, give him some love for the request. And if you guys got a request, head on over to the Patreon. If you love me, you'll like this video. Okay, let's go. If it's your first time watching, here's the format. The first part of the video, I just do a general reaction to the video. No pauses, just me watching, commenting, and enjoying the video. Part 2 of the video is me analyzing the details of the choreography and sharing my thoughts of what makes this choreography so good and fun to watch. So what qualifies me to run my mouth? I've been dancing for over 25 years, choreographing, directing, and teaching for about 20. Been dancing since I was 8, started competing in high school, co-founded a competitive dance company called Family Business back in 2004, toured with a professional hip-hop dance theater company called Antics, danced with artists such as Dalwin, Jonathan Varay, Casey and the Sunshine Band, and Kool and the Gang, performed for events such as the opening for Universal Studios Nintendo Land, Universal Studios City Walks Exhibition, Choreographers Carnival, World of Dance, Hip Hop International, produced and sold out a show with my dance company, and I currently direct a dance entertainment company called Temper Tantrum. Make sure you guys go check out their channel because they do reactions too. And again, I'm not a K-pop stan, I'm simply a dancer that appreciates the level of difficulty that a lot of these artists are putting into their choreography. And with that, let's head on over to the video. Oh my god. Whoa, what an intro. Okay. Love that. Clever choreography with that. Nice. I like that. It's almost like she entered the interwebs. Reset. That's clever. Oh my god. Let's go. Waacking or voguing. I'm not sure which style they're doing because they're Nice use of a simple dynamic to bring focus to the artist. That was nice. Okay, Harlem Shake. Nice curtain reveal on that. I love what they're doing here. They're doing a lot of curtain reveals, man. Hey, boom. This is wow. That whole sequence was great for the individual artists. I'm detecting a lot more voguing elements. Okay, this musicality. So, those of you guys that like watching on YouTube or anything, I have no voguing foundation, so please let me know if I'm close in terms of voguing. Ooh, look at this lighting for the bottom one too. That's gorgeous. Oh, it's like they're hackers. They like they hacked your computer and they're just like doing a whole bunch of pop-ups on you now. I love that. Yeah. Yo, the lighting for this performance video is amazing. Okay, hips. She said hips. So simple, but it's so effective, dude. That's a choreographer, huh? Ooh. This just got dark. The change up at the end very much reminded me of like, it's almost like here's another song after the song, but the same theme. You know, I wanted to play with this, but you know, it's not the whole thing. In terms of choreography, love seeing the waacking elements, the voguing. I love when choreographers work with constraints or with themes, because it forces you to be creative within a constraint. Because sometimes when you have so many choices and opportunities, you end up doing the same thing that you've always done. Or you might just end up doing something that everyone else is already doing. This is clever. The computer screen, log in, clever, very clever. Like, this is my favorite, because this movement, I don't know if I'm doing it right now, but this is not an easy move to do, because you have to really have like some dexterity in there, because you have to like boom, and then you have to bend this just enough. And it's like, because I do it when I'm finger tutting and I'm bored. And trust me, Max and Lauren have seen me just do this a lot when I'm bored. So, but yeah, this is not an easy move. No, that one sequence where all the artists were just like, moment, curtain reveal, moment, curtain reveal, moment, aisle. It was great, because everything was like, oh, surprise, surprise, surprise. And what was nice about it was that it was a long take. So you're in it longer, and there's no cut to reset your brain to receive the information. You're in there, and everything is like, oh, surprise and delight, surprise and delight, surprise and delight. And what's great about it is that the delight and surprise just like kept getting a little higher and higher and higher. Looking for an exclusive pass to the best reactions and content before anyone else? Well, you're in the right spot. Join Patreon today and dive deep into the world of exclusive reactions to hit shows like Road to Kingdom and Street Woman Fighter. With early access, you'll also be the first to see the reactions way ahead of everyone else on YouTube. And if you've missed my live streams, don't worry about it. As a patron, you get unlimited access to all my VODs from Twitch, and you get to relive every moment at your own pace. And that's not all. You get to join our Discord community to chat directly with me and fellow fans. It's a space where your voice is heard and your presence is valued. So subscribe to the Patreon now and unlock the door to exclusive content, early access, and a community that gets you. Access to the Patreon is in the link down below in the description. See you inside. The like sound design, whatever, like in the beginning is trippy as hell, and the lighting going on with the back, for the performance video, really helps sell it. Damn, that was tight. Choreographer, shouts out to Kujemo. I hope I said that right. The first like 2-3 seconds, maybe 4 seconds, maybe, of the song really engages you, because the sounds are unnatural. It sounds futuristic, and then once they actually do start, and they're already bringing intrigue with different levels happening here, directions. So already bringing intrigue, and it's already a nice composition of everyone. So the video right here, and what's helping a lot is the lighting. That's helping surround. That really helps sell the look and vibe of the choreography. And then the first thing you do is dynamics. So they have a lot of people doing different directions, helping each other. And this was a nice, like, kind of like boom, throw, bam. This was a great landing, but this fucking landing right here, the actual camera movement makes you feel like you're the one looking, and boom. This fucking hero landing with the spotlight, boom. Damn. Like, again, if this is like solid, that if it looks good in practice clothes, in sweats, in things that are not going to be used for like the final product, if this looks good, whatever else you do around it is just going to enhance it. It should, at least. Like, that should be the focus on that. Like you don't want like the lighting to be too crazy that it takes everything away. You don't want the wardrobe to be so much that it's a distraction. Like everything. This is like the foundation. The artists, the choreography, and everything else, like is essentially helping complement it. You can see here, like this was a cool concept, just throwing them in there. But this moment right here, boom, and the blinking lights in the back with the fog and the atmosphere just adds a level of like, I don't know, are we in a dystopian future? Are they heroes? Are they gonna attack me? Please help me, God. And then the lights too are doing their own thing in musicality. So, and then the wardrobe is I think a pretty good example of like similar theme. Like there's an overarching theme and look what they're going for. So we got like a lot of like black, very like, I don't know, just like kind of cyberpunky, maybe futuristic, God, I don't know, kind of vibe. But nonetheless, we got a lot of base of black, but also notice the different type of black we got going on here. I don't know if that's leather or not, or some shiny material. But then we have like this material. Look how the different reflectivity it has with the lighting. So these are kind of things I think I kind of notice. So this material is a little bit more reflective. As you can see, the light reflecting from maybe a light above or the key light, and this not so much. Small things like that I noticed. But going back into the theme or everyone looking similar. We have that theme and everyone's wearing black, which is fantastic. But now we take that theme and we amplify individuality. Like so, because she clearly does not look the same as what she's wearing. Okay, and same with her and same with her. But nonetheless, because it's all the same color theme, which is one color or 1.5 colors, and that's about it. There's no red. There's no dark blue, at least I'm not noticing it right off the bat. Even then for the backup dancers, you can see like it's like a simple top and some top that has a strap on it. And then I think they're all wearing glasses and simple black pants and boots. So again, everything simple, like one color, amplify how you can accessorize it, but still helps it look clean, but you can still look individual. I think this is probably one of the ideal ways in terms of if you're trying to find a nice little balance of like cleanliness and showcasing your individuality. There's like a spectrum of like here, like if you were trying to focus on clean or individual. So the more you lean on clean, everyone is essentially same outfit, same wardrobe, like same color, or everyone was wearing the same color. Nothing deviating too much from that. If you're going for the other extreme individualism, like everyone wears whatever the hell they want. Like fucking come in wearing what you would, I don't know, in your best jersey, whatever it is. Like everyone different colors, all the patterns, whatever it is, no specific. There's a theme. There can be a theme in it. Like I don't know, like the whole school concept, but that can easily be different. Okay, especially here in this, you can interpret it here in the States. Like there's the jock, there's the nerd, there's the cheerleader. That can easily be, and so that way niching it down helps. But either way, you can have that. That's what happens when you can go extreme individual. So somewhere here in the middle is a nice balance of that. Maybe you can go like one or two colors, three maybe, but then you accessorize it like crazy. Whatever they're wearing, I'm just randomly circling things now. It's just you can it's just circle heads for some reason, but like even then, okay, you can make the hair all different. That's or wear earrings or whatever it is. Accessorize it everyone had like similar like color scheme, and if we're gonna wear similar colors, you know, or one or two colors, we try to keep them consistent. Like you would like to keep all the hot colors up on top and the cool colors on the bottom, things like that. Or you want to try to avoid one person wearing red. If there's going to be a red, there has to be another person wearing red to kind of balance things out. Yeah, these are kind of things that we take, at least for us, we take into consideration when we put on shows, because we want to try to create a visual balance when we're performing. We don't want one person being the only one wearing a pattern, or one person the only one wearing blue when most of the group is wearing maroon. Okay, so and this is like I've never really gone into the whole wardrobing this in this deep. I'm not the best. I'm not great at wardrobe, because that's why I have Brandon on Temper Tantrum do all the artistic stuff. But I do have experience with, like, some experience in trying to put wardrobe on the team. And there's the experience of like, how clean do you want it? How unique do you want the individuals to look? Okay, and this is kind of the best way of how you meet in the middle. Okay, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this 8-minute diatribe. This choreography is dope. Let's back up. Okay, back up too far. This click, boom. Wide stance in. Simple idea. I like that. The way I'm interpreting it is that they're kind of like creating computer screens from that. And you see their face. And they are the jump scares that your stepbrother did on you when you thought you were playing StarCraft. Totally didn't happen to me.
That's not personal.
Boom, boom. Like the flick. Clever. Log in. Boom, boom. Love the... I could have swore I saw a wink. There you go. There's the wink. Wink. Ooh, this lighting is gorgeous. So there you go. So we have like white, gray here, as I mentioned. Like nothing too crazy. We got a pattern though, but we're already accessorizing, so it just goes with it. Love the bubble vest. So. Yeah. Like the going into that part of the vocals, as I murder the song for everyone. It's clever. It's simple in terms of relatively simple in terms of like it's not complex. It's simple for you to understand the idea of what they're doing. And then here, like the clean look with the dancers as well, like what they're wearing. Simple top, a strap around the waist, and it looks like everyone. Hold up. It looks like everyone's wearing the same sleeves, forearm sleeves, or it looks like gauntlets that hold your materia, and what do you call it? Same pants. This, and they look like they remind me of Poriotics with those glasses. If you guys remember who the Poriotics is from the 2010s. Great use of the camera here for this lean. It adds a lot of movement and it adds a lot of what do you call it? Power to what she's doing, because you feel like she's controlling them, but she's also controlling you. The downside is you see what's happening here, and they're just like, "Hi, I'm waiting here." It's almost like if you guys have ever performed on stage, like whether you're dancing or theater, and like and there's wings, and a lot of people always will tell you, don't look at the fucking like outside the wings, like, you know, because it's if you can see the audience can see you, because the audience will be able to see like you out of character and whatnot, or goofing off in the wings, like, you know, that's what I would do. But so it kind of like takes away the illusion of what this up here is setting up, because we have it's supposed to be having that moment where they separate. So we kind of like, oh, she's there. She's just there. But, you know, that's the tricky part about filming dance. But this cut is a nice reset. But yeah, again, reset this super wide. Look at that. Look at this like crazy like use of that like of levels, like. But we have this one. We have a scene. It is because we have this kind of pyramid levels kind of thing. Same thing here. Well, with this amplifies it. It just has it's just framed so perfectly. I like this kind of interpretation with the choreography, at least, or what they're doing with the choreography here. I feel like she's being loaded up, like in, I don't know what this is, but she's like logging in, like through a wire, connecting to the interwebs. She's in. I'm in. I'm logged in. Welcome to AOL. So see, there you go. Sponsored by AOL. They got this logo happening here. Those of you guys who were old enough to remember AOL, it looks like the Illuminati with lashes and a smile. Oh yeah, I like this. There's a lot of like good reveals happening here. So like where the artist comes from the back and they come to the front. And that part of the music, da 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 da, and then the hiya, and again, nice use of levels, essentially just being atmosphere here. And this moment right here, great use of framing and asymmetry. I'm imagining that from the wide, she's like off center, but great use of shape, and then round the hands, bring it back in. Just that difference right there. Ba. Just a pair of like angles. So that part I feel like is some basic waacking got here. Back, touching the nape of their neck, round, down. Yeah, because it's some basic waacking. You can't probably see it in the stream or here, but when I was doing waacking training, you had to like, the people I was with, I had to like really reach the nape of the neck, and these guys had like some serious flexibility. See how much how this is kind of a challenge for me, and then but they get some serious range of motion, round and then drop. I do a lot of locking, so the most I'll do is a wrist roll around here next to the head, but these guys go like some serious like elbow up there, touching again the nape of the neck. Okay, tack on Titan. Okay, round down, and that hurts my friggin' shoulder and my elbows. I think I remember when I was practicing for AGT, I was like not touch waacking in forever, and then doing that was one of the practices. I was doing it with an shoulder injury because there's so much looseness and that needs to be used for waacking. I have a tendency to just kind of like tense up that, and I mistimed it and I felt it. So I didn't pull anything. At least I don't think I did, but I remember practicing with a lot of discomfort. Oh god, that part. So definitely seeing some voguing elements here. So boom, they're gonna serve, and then this moment right here, this moment, hip, ba. So we got elbow rolls and an arm roll. So hit, and then ba da da. I love how they deliberately led the eye with just a symbol point. There we go. Boom, point. Gee, I'm intense. I'm fucking point right here. And it just creates a nice symmetry and also still a nice shape happening with everyone. This is simple. I like it. It sells so well. They're just stepping out and stepping back in. It's like a out. Oh, whoops. So out in. It's a very easy dynamic. All they're doing is leaning and stepping in left and right. So I like this whole sequence because this is the beginning of like, yeah, a lot of the focus is on them, but you see them moving, but it just feels atmospheric because they're not doing a whole lot to distract you. They're not like going crazy. Boom. As they're setting this up, and from here, it works whether it's a cut from the camera or here. It's a nice curtain reveal. It works both ways because it resets. Oh, here, boom, here's another thing. Again, more surprise and delight. There's a little bit more dancers here. Not a little bit more, but there's still, you can kind of hit what's happening next. It's great, again, because it's surprise and delight, but two, it gives the artists time to breathe because they're not dancing, they're just walking to the next formation. Or the ones who are about to dance, they're getting a chance to get to breathe. And it also gives individual moments for members to shine. So it's kind of a win-win for everyone, and the backup dancers get to just do their thing and complement the performance of the artist. Go, and another one, and so again, bringing up the stakes a little bit. Curtain reveal. Now we got a dynamic here with the arms. With cut, even more so. Again, power of lighting right here. We got some beautiful God rays from behind. Shouts out to friggin' the lighting crew, the DP, everyone working on this. Boom. And notice it's a different lens too. It looks like it. Boom. This definitely was more like, this felt like a wide lens. This definitely feels more like maybe a 35 millimeter. This maybe 14, I don't know, 18. But then notice here it gets a little flatter. Same idea, just different lenses, power lenses. But now, since we changed lenses, we have this God ray working even more. Either that or they somehow added it in post. I don't know why you'd want to do that, because that would just make you have so much more work. Or the colorist or the editor ramped up the lighting even more. But nonetheless, it also complements the dancing because look at the angles they have, but it just makes it like she's shining. You see the idea being like well executed here, as I do really shitty lines. But again, if it looks good here, in theory, the concept should be enhanced by everything else around it. Nice poses with the hands. Look at these, such intense like handography, hand gestures. So, nice. Then instead of a curtain reveal, we get an aisle. Boom, and this creates such depth both in the video and for this practice video, because we have like a front and back. We see dancers covering her, but it's also in this. She's the front and back right now, and there's a lot of like overlay. It feels like, at least for the camera, it feels like we're there with her. But this, it just feels like you feel scale. Especially since she's like, boom, and she's the one like, boom, pardon the Red Seas. Ooh, nice little bit of animation right there. So our ticking, tick, 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 tick. Super clean. I like this view of the different angles. Clever framing. Again, them facing this inwards really creates like, again, a front and back kind of dynamic. Otherwise, if they faced forward, it would just feel like, I don't know. They're still dancing, but it would just have a completely different feel, because then you would have some sort of like connection to them. But this, they just feel like they're just props or part of the set. This, great hero shot, nice up shot with a little bit of a Dutch. So boom, tick, 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 boom. And this guy moving, man. Love this part in terms of like the drop. This up here, it's not a sudden drop, it's like a let's pull you in drop. Boom. It's nice speed change. Boom, drop. And let's chill for a second. Very nice breather moment. Then we get into this, the choreographer comes in, and we're also doing some voguing. God, I love it. Love like that these street styles are just being used in choreography. Such strong shapes, very strong stance as well. I have to say it. Strong knees club. Yeah. Bam. Strong neck club too, because that should. I did a fucking move last night to this. I fucking hurt this part of my neck. 6, 7, 8. Bam. God. The lighting tech, boom, and nice spotlight. Very ethereal. Because that's what the internet is. This is in my head, like she's like the one singing the terms and services, like making sure you're listening. This is what you do. We're using your information, and you're like, this is what we're doing with your information, and everyone's just like, click login. Oh yeah, they're hackers. Burn the database. Simple like repetition, like with a little bit of growth, sudden, like growth in, rap boom, whatever the. So look at this angle. Woo. This looks so good. I love this shape a lot. Boom. This right here too, definitely a wide lens. Look how far everyone is, even though they're actually really close, but it creates that. It makes it look so dynamic. And then reach. Nasty performer. Like, boo. Nasty, dude. God, that moment right here I loved, because that boom. So why it works so well here with just the choreography. We got very dynamic shapes, individual that kind of moments. They come here, they reset, and then boom, very big dynamic movement. They slide, they step, they throw. So just looking at that. At that point, everyone had very unique shapes or directions, and then they let your eye reset as they stand, and then boom, it was almost like, yeah, it was a reset. And then here with the lighting just adds more to that kind of explosiveness. Boom. It felt, yeah, it for me, it just added an extra layer of that hit. Yeah. Again, great use of directions for choreography you use again. But now it's like, because I know they did that earlier and everyone's bodies were facing this way. But now they're same thing, feels different though, and they're facing in. Terrible arrow, but yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Great use of lighting here, because this right here just makes it feel like it's done. Same here with the super strong pose, and boom. Now it just seems like they're having to use their emergency power supply, backup power supply. Now it just feels like a sneaking mission. Like, oh, we're gonna sneak into the facility, and then you just hacked in to burn the database. Now they're searching for you, and you have to hide under a box, and it's a sneaking mission to get out. Yeah, it's like, it sounds so much more like clandestine. Yeah. Damn, that lighting seems so menacing.